what's up, everyone? This is Steel Biz. Welcome to another episode of Thought Ops. I am one of your hosts. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm EJ Bridge, your humble host, and we are here live. Well, recorded from the extreme compound.
Edited and everything.
Yeah,
we have a guest.
Edited, recorded.
We have a guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Snarky. I don't know what else to introduce, but yeah, we here. I'm here with the Thought Ops. I'm excited to see what we go do.
Welcome. You're a bodybuilder, store,
Detailer.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all been scrambling the page.
Yeah, we do our homework, man.
Yeah, we gotta go ahead. You just won an award for 2024. Yeah, we gotta go. Make sure.
So y'all gotta know, I am not the biggest person to go about telling everything that I do. So it's not, it's nothing like against it. That's just how I am.
Yeah, we are gonna.
But yeah, I do all of that stuff. So
we do our research, man. We not like certain podcasts just have people come on and just don't know anything. Man, we do our
and this is a very positive and a very nice space for people to come on. This ain't like where you go on the podcast and we're gonna try to dog you or dog whatever you do. This is where we try to promote you.
No, I got you.
Try to make sure everything
uplift the community.
But yeah, so I can say as far as detailing, I did specifically. I specialized in paint coatings and correction for like 10 years. I basically was the head of a shop. I left there because didn't want to pay enough. And then I went out on my own. I did that for a little while, and now I manage GNCs. And yeah, like you said, we've been bodybuilding for a couple years. Recently had my best season up to date, and I'm proud of that. Shout out to my coach though. My coach, he's Timothy Jordan. He's the truth, man. Okay. So outside of that, yeah, that's the biggest things about.
You see me at GNC. That's what he was like, he was rubbing his hands like
yeah, man.
So I had a pretty good week.
Yeah. So how was your week this week, Terrence?
I had a pretty good week this week. I did much of nothing this week. Went to no event. Yeah, I went to no events this week. I've been working on a project that I've been working on. Quiet about the project. I haven't been reading anything. That's the thing. Going back into 2025, I want to start reading again, like reading a lot of books again. So I'm not gonna pick up a book.
What kind of book?
Dude, I read.
I taught him how to read.
What kind of? You taught him how to read.
Well, I don't know how long you've been watching the show, but we always have a section on the show because I read a lot.
Yeah, you got the section where you guys talk
about whatever books we read.
Yeah,
so I read a lot. I read anything. But my favorite type of books, I don't really have a favorite type of book.
I got a book.
What's the book?
My favorite book, The Alchemist. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah, I'm a reader.
Yeah, but but when you read it, so then tell me what you thought of it.
It was a good story, and it was a story about life, of figuring out life based on just different experiences that you have, and your life is growing based on those experiences. Yeah, it is a must read. It is one of those books that you need if you're like going through something, and it is one of those books that you need if you're transitioning. Because every 7 years in our life we transition to like something else, right? Yeah. So every 17 years and every 18 years too, we transition to like we're in a different mindset.
That's a bird. Yeah. I just learned that today.
Yeah, look it up. And so I'm saying that you need to. I feel like if you read this book, you need to read it more than once.
Yeah, that's true.
I read it once a year.
Okay.
I can't remember.
So it's one of those books where it's like The Alchemist is one of those books for life lessons. Mm-hmm. Like The Catcher in the Rye is one of those books for like, I want some good reading and let me read this book and I want to know how to structure or how to write. Yeah. Okay, that's why you read The Catcher in the Rye. Those are books that they're must read books. Yeah. I read a lot of books.
That's really dope.
I don't know how many books. Man, we used to do the podcast at my house, and I got bookshelves. I got hundreds and hundreds of books.
See, at one point I had the idea of wanting to read. Like you hear people say, "Oh, I read one book a month or something." Yeah. I stopped, and the reason why I stopped is because I really wanted. So I've read a lot of personal development books, those kind of books. Yeah. And the stuff is cool, and you meet those people who read these things, and they'll just tell you about it, and they'll just spit in just reverbing a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. But the reason why I stopped just hopping from books, because I really wanted to actually practice it. You know, because then it was just like, well, then what did I read it for? You know,
exactly.
like if I couldn't see myself actually putting it into action, it just felt like, because you know, it's so much, like you said, you could read that book a bunch of times and keep finding something new. It's a lot of books like that, but whatever it is that you're trying to get, or whatever it is in that moment that I'm trying to like get out of it, I want to see myself put it to real life. So that's why I kind of slowed down on reading too much, me personally, because it's just, I don't want to just have a lot of information.
And not apply.
I just love to read.
No, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm with you.
And I read fictions too.
Oh, all I love is, outside of personal development, fiction is my thing. That's why I love The Alchemist.
Percival Everett, great author. Like I used to read a lot of Jasmine Ward, and I'm like, damn, she dope. You know, black author. These books are dope. And then somebody introduced me to Percival Everett, and like I read like 5 of his books in the last 2 years. And you remember the movie American Fiction? He wrote that movie, American Fiction.
It's based off the book.
Based off the book, kind of the same.
Wait, what's the name of the book? The book
Erasure.
Erasure.
Yeah, so it's just it's man, that dude. When he come back to Cleveland, I always miss him because I'm a member of the book club too, BF Book Club, and when every time he come to Cleveland, they'll post that he come, and I always miss it in the group chat.
Another good fiction. You ever heard of The Legend of Tariq?
No.
Oh man, see, because I'm like you, I love fiction, and specifically when it comes to like superhero stuff, you know, just kind of saving. You'll always get me in immediately. So the book is about, long story short, someone comes in and he loses everything, right?
Yeah.
And he becomes a slave, if I remember correctly. It's been like a little while, but nevertheless, his goal is he has to go out and find all of these different elements, things to kind of to make himself powerful enough to then go ahead and actually face, you know, the person he needs to fight in order to get his stuff back. So I love the journey aspect of that.
Okay.
So
adventures.
You know what I'm gonna do when we leave, right?
You gonna look it up?
No. I got like lists of books that I've read. Like I have like lists of books, and I used to do reviews on books on Instagram and on Facebook.
That's cool.
I used to do reviews. I stopped because I'm gonna start reading again. It's just that I can't read and write, so I'm writing and I can't read and write.
Oh, you want to put your energy into one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll start writing like the person I'm reading.
No,
But it's I'm gonna send you a list of books that I have actually.
No, I definitely
read.
check it out.
I like to write like fiction. I like to write like stuff like.
That actually reminds me a little. You guys, have you ever heard when people ask Lil Wayne about why he doesn't listen to music?
Yeah.
He said he doesn't listen to music specifically, just like how you said when you was like, "Hey, I don't want to start."
You start sounding like the person.
Start sounding like that person. Yeah, that's a big deal. So I mean, I respect that.
Yeah, because I would want to sound like Percival Everett, but I don't want to sound exactly like him. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I think J.K. Rowling, she was inspired by, who is the guy that wrote the Chronicles of Narnia? What was his name?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But whoever wrote that, she loved him and she got her inspiration from him. And actually, like, there are bits and pieces of Harry Potter that are like 400 years later, based off of Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
I am not a Harry Potter like fanatic, but I do know something. So I've been learning this stuff. So
I did not.
You could always do that if you got somebody that you really like. Maybe it's something that just. It could be something that kind of like inspired you enough that you just want to expound on. It doesn't even need to be like you're rewriting a story, but maybe it's one in particular chapter and you're like, look, you got this idea and you just want to make like a branch, and it's not necessarily their work, but it's
their
brand,
idea, their idea of writing.
Yeah.
It's just like the Catcher in the Rye. You read the Catcher in the Rye, you're like, this is some great freaking writing.
Yeah, man. Like artists do that a lot. So I'm an artist. I don't know if I graduated from Cleveland Institute of Art. I'll share that with y'all now. So I'm a visual artist, and that's one of the biggest things we do. Is like it's okay to take inspiration. Like we will create. People do vision boards, right? Well, we would do that. Like take a number of things. Whatever little aspect that we want out of there, you still put it up there. And yeah, man, we take it. Like you can see that in a lot of work. Even rather be music. I mean, rather be music, visual arts, any of that kind of stuff. So it's not really a bad thing. You can do it.
Yeah. Because and you do. I just don't want to do it when I'm doing.
Yeah.
When I'm in the art of doing it, but I do read later and before. Because sometimes you'll confuse yourself too, and you'll start reading one book and start reading another book, and you start sounding like both of them. And I'm like, man, this is like. And I've done that before. Like I've done that. Like start reading.
Rhymes?
But not purposely though.
Yeah.
Not purposely. You just like, dang, this like, but not purposely. But yeah, it's I'm gonna send you a bunch of books, man.
Definitely,
Because I've read a bunch of books. So how was your week?
My week was I'm just trying to get a hold of this weather because last night it was like 3 inches of snow and like today it's like 4 inches of rain. So I'm just trying to get a hold of that. Other than that, I started another Instagram page, which my mother passed away in July, so it's called Following July. So it's kind of chronicling me living, without my mother. The holiday season's approaching, so this would be like the first holiday season without my mother. So, I want to just kind of talk about, what I'm doing for my mental health, about, her passing, like some of the things I experienced when she passed away, me dealing with my first birthday without her first birthday not being here. It just like a whole bunch of stuff just happened in this past 4 months.
So it's self-therapy.
Yeah, self-therapy, and I feel like it can help others that's possibly going through the same thing, dealing with the same thing or whatever.
How you feeling, man?
You know what you need to do, dude? You know what you need to do?
Let me answer. You said, how am I feeling?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm up and down. Some days it's cool. Some days it's rough. I'm noticing that it's starting to get kind of rough for me right now because the weather and Thanksgiving is next week. So it's just like, man, this is like my first holiday without her. So it's up and down.
You know what you need to do?
What?
You need to follow more people because that's how you will find people that's going through the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I just started it, so I just basically want to kind of just like, do it for myself and then, help other people that's going through it.
Because sometimes when you're doing it and like you don't have an interaction with other people, you'll be like, well, I'm not even gonna do it anymore. Yeah. That's how it was when I first started Instagram, and then you will find people that become, and I don't mean to make it sound, you will find people to become fans. Yeah. Where they'll follow you and they're going through the same thing that you're going through, and you eventually become a fan of them. Yeah, like that's how you.
Well, I mean, I got 20 followers already.
That's 20 followers.
I mean, bro, he 20 followers. Man.
But I just know you will find that right, and you want that right set of women because women are like the best fans, like for real, and they're very loyal. You find the right set of women, and you just be like, oh, you find conversation. Then.
So what's your plan, man, to get through the holidays? What do you do? Like, what do you do?
I will probably be here at the Extreme Compound that day since it's open, and I don't know, probably spend time with my son. That's, I have been
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You already know I don't want to go my Thanksgiving. I don't even want to talk about our Thanksgiving.
Man, well, man. Look, I hope everything works out. I have a friend. He had a very, very close relationship with his mom. Yeah. He's actually a poet. He's a great poet actually. But nevertheless, I remember being, we were closer during that time, and just seeing, and seeing how. Now mind you, he had 2 sisters too. Yeah. So it was, I don't know, do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a brother and sister, they both twins.
Oh, well see, they came, it actually brought them together more. Yeah. And hopefully it does the same. There's no way we could really ever like get over that. Or prepare. Prepare for it. Now, but the one thing I could say that I've learned from just dealing with anything that really like hurts us deeply, like that, or intimately, gratitude. I'm gonna tell you that's one thing that I do. Rather I'm competing or anything, or just in life, I really try to make sure, and not the type of gratitude like, I don't know. Do you guys go to church?
I
But you have before.
I go to
I grew up-
You have before though.
Yeah,
My father
Yeah,
was
so that's what I'm
Both of
saying.
our fathers were
So
preachers.
it's okay. I'm just saying because you know, like in church, they be like, "Oh, I got my health and stuff."
Yeah.
Not that kind of gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that stuff. We just naming a bunch of stuff that we got. But like when you wake up and you really sit there, what right now
Yeah.
can you think about that you feel good about, that you're grateful for? So like one morning. So when we think about bodybuilding, you know, one morning I really was sitting there and I really was grateful for my body.
Yeah.
Not because of the look, but because of what it's able to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that small thing, it was like, you know, you really set and feel the feelings of gratitude. That's why I say, don't just make up anything.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, you got it, but are you really grateful for it? Like, it could be something stupid. You could say, man, you know, I'm just grateful I'm not ugly.
Yeah.
You know, that's the deal. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, just hold on to it and let it really fill you up and ride those feelings.
Yeah.
Doing something like that, people, I don't think a lot of people take it serious, but if you do that, that could definitely help you because that's all you got anyway, right?
Right.
But it'll definitely help you kind of really get through each day. Not saying it's going to be like this foolproof system, but nevertheless, it's definitely a good step towards making sure that you are, you know, putting your best foot forward to make the most out of the day. Especially seeing how, I mean, the one thing I really think about is, in that case, it's like, well, make sure you live your life up. You know, making sure at least to really kind of to honor, you know, your parents in that respect. I mean, really making sure you're being the best you can be. So in that respect, I would say, you know, doing something like that is definitely something that'll help.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm trying. So I'll make it through. I got buddies like him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we all got bald heads now. Come on, man. You know, show them off.
Especially if I need to borrow some money.
Next topic.
Yes, how was your week, man?
Yeah.
Oh man, you know, my week was good. So we just finished at the Ben Weeder, so that's a national show.
Okay.
It's funny, you guys said professional. I felt so good when y'all said that because I missed the pro card. It's okay though. We're not like
You a professional.
Yeah.
But this was a week I really, after that, after that, you always want to take a week off.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been in the gym, none of that kind of stuff.
I ain't seen
I
ain't seen
Nah,
you.
yeah.
That's weird.
Nah,
And he be so serious when he be in the gym. I'm like, dude, don't like me no more. We ain't cool no more.
No, it don't be that.
He's focused. I know
No,
he's
so
focused.
here's the deal. The funny thing is, it's the face. Like, cause it's just a straight face. Like, I don't walk around. Like, could you imagine me sitting here working out?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah.
So it's not that I be serious. It's just my face. Cause anytime somebody come up and talk to me, they're like, hey, what's up? You know, not only that, but it is 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
That's a different setting. I'm not the biggest talker in the morning.
yeah.
But nevertheless, no gym. Just been chilling and letting my body rest and kind of preparing for, you know, what is next. It's really just been a chill week.
Yeah.
Nothing really, nothing too out of the ordinary, which is a good thing. It could be a good thing, right? Could.
Body time to
Yeah, you gotta, you know.
The holidays coming up, so you might have a lot of out of the ordinary stuff going on.
No, I don't know what that means. No, what does that mean?
I'm just saying, man, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to have some fun.
Oh, what does that mean, man? I'm still trying to figure out. Like,
whatever type of fun you have, like.
I get you. Just being with. Well,
Yeah,
family should be
family,
an ordinary
yeah.
thing, man.
Yeah, family like sometimes, but we see so busy though. Like,
Fair enough.
you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, I'm about to go be around my family, like my cousins and my aunts. We haven't had like a family thing because COVID messed everything up.
Yeah.
So since like COVID, everybody like went in different groups. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of my family moved
Right.
out of Cleveland. We're huge. We were all Jamaicans. So all Jamaicans living in Cleveland. And
77.
that's been my experience. I'm not. Everybody can't have be from a fancy place like Akron, but but we're all like everybody moved around the country. So it's like the ones that are still left here, we wasn't really around each other for like holidays and stuff because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
And now everybody was like, you know what, let's have. But it seems so technical when families come together like that. I don't know want to sound sexist, but like.
Oh man.
No, because the women make it so technical. Like we don't need like a super group chat. You can have a group chat for it, but it doesn't need to be so technical. Because it's annoying.
I feel like you need to get this off your chest.
I do. Like it's just like,
yeah, we talked
dude,
about okay.
I'm telling you, like
because you brought this up earlier.
Dude, we had the family reunion in Jamaica. I think it was last year or the year before. No, it was the year before. We had a family reunion in Jamaica.
Your family.
And the group chat lasted when we got back, and I'm like, and then
they see this?
They got mad, huh?
Do they see this?
I don't care. My mom see it. She'll probably laugh about it. But the group chat lasted like after we got back, and they still in the group chat. And they got like 7 or 8 different group chats in my family.
But see, I can tell you this.
It's annoying.
So I can say this to a degree.
And I'm in a lot of group chats.
This is something. So my family, we are the complete opposite. My family just say, "Hey, we're gonna do something." And then they just, oh, we meeting here, and whatever they doing, they doing.
I love that.
Well, but I can also tell you this: we're not. Some of the family is pretty close, but I'm also like I'm not super close to my family. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing. It's just how it is. So I would say one thing I will say is that you could probably see that that's probably a thing to kind of be a little grateful about, you know, because. I mean, unless they really just like get on your nerves, which
nah, they really don't like get on my nerves.
Oh, outside of the group chat,
he talking all this, but as soon as
he probably be up in there like,
as soon as Thanksgiving hit, you just get on Instagram. He gonna have
I'm definitely gonna go take pictures.
He gonna be 30-something pictures.
I'm gonna go take pictures and then leave.
Yeah, and him smiling, cheesing, and everything else.
I love the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man, because I know it's funny. So I've been seeing a lot of different family dynamics, as in, you know, because I told you guys how before I was real, like right after college, people was like, what happened to you? Because I wasn't even on like really social media, all like that. So, but now kind of getting out there and really seeing how different family dynamics are, from whether it be black to white, or even your family to my family, like hearing this, it's interesting because it doesn't bother me, but I could see how the benefits of having a closer knit family, because I know some people who are really close with their family and like they hang out with their brothers, and I love my brother's great, but we don't kick it like that, you know. So it's like you just don't know what you're missing, man, or what you got. I mean, it's different if it's okay for you. Like for me, I don't know, I'm a loner.
It's not bad for me. It's just this holiday have been technical. So it's like this.
It's just bothering you.
Yeah, and it ain't bothering me to the point, but it's just like
let's do what we need to do.
Yeah,
yo, man, just cook the food and let's come on.
Cook the food and just come on, because it's more about seeing y'all than it is about being technical. Who's bringing what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Say who's bringing what, and then just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, and I don't want to spill all the family tea. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is.
But don't do that, man.
Yeah. I already wrote a book, and some of them don't talk to me since the book came out.
Man.
But that's another story.
That's another story, man.
Yeah. But we gonna when we come back, we gonna actually we gonna have our topic.
Feature topic.
Then
do your interview. We're gonna do our entertainment topics,
and then you know what I'm saying. But y'all come back. You hear me?